No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On play action, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Kelvin Benjamin. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Watching that, Marty.
Now McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, He's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Lotulelei. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Let's go! 3-19! All right, now, look at 3-19!
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Brown. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they'll want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front. But they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency. And the 2 tight ends, grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma. Then flip it over on defense. Want to continue to flock to the football the way that they've done for so many years.
Jackson on second down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On second down, here's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. Back there. 3-19. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. The first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league. He'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling. And he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Gone!
Now Allen throwing on second down. Flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
No, check. Patriot!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go! Green,
Jackson now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19! 25, check 25, check 25! Hey, I got it. Let's beat. 49.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on 2nd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first, they go right back to Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And here come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
No. Top Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Gone! Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit! 3-19.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. With quick feet by Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run on first down. Scott slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Crabtree that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On second down, Collins. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And now running right through it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39!
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Terrell Suggs. In there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving in past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Second down, here's an option right. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On third and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. It's caught left side by John Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On first and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go now.
Again, Jackson. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Fights off the defender, and he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Second down, it's McCoy. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Collins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. A win would be their first of the young season. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had
thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Made them a buy, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat. That a fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on.